Fort Stockton High School. Welcome back to Tumbleweed Plus. I'm your news anchor for today, Elizabeth Ontiveros.
And I'm Eduardo Amezquita.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
You may stand for the moment of silence. You may now be seated.
On this day in history, in 1836, during the War for Independence, Mexican General Santa Anna became a siege of the Alamo.
Students, please check your school email daily so you do not miss out on any important announcements or important information.
Spring TSI 2 dates are as follows. Dual credit students, graduating seniors only, March 6th and April 10th. If you have any questions, please contact WRTTC.
UIL competition in Monahans are on March the 1st and March the 2nd. Speaking events are on the 1st and academic events are on the 2nd. If you're interested in any of these events, please contact Mr. Mendoza, Ms. Green, and other UIL coaches. Sign up using the form found in Google Classroom.
Fall Letterman jackets have arrived. Please go by the athletic office.
JV baseball, Panthers scores went as 17-2. Panthers win. We have a special announcement from our special guest. Please be both patient and attentive.
Good morning. Today we're interviewing Mrs. Stella Casas, and we would like to thank her for being with us on Tumbleweed Plus. Ms. Casas, we understand that you work on an FSISD parent liaison for our school district. Can you please explain to us what that means?
Okay. My job as the parent liaison is to make connections from the school to the home. My job is to see the needs of the children who are not coming to school. What are the barriers? How come they're not coming to school? For example, is it lack of transportation, lack of medical assistance? Do they need some food? Do they need clothing? What resources are needed so that they can become successful and come to school?
Can you elaborate on your job duties, particularly with dealing with students who have excessive absences?
Like I had previously answered, my job duties is to go see, how come your child's not attending school? That's the first question I need to know. Was there a family emergency? Did you have to go out of town? Or if you're going to go out of town, when are you coming back? And the thing is, I try to explain to the parents, you need to communicate with the school. You need to call them and let them know what's going on so everybody will be aware. And let's see what needs to happen so your child could go back to school. What is it we're going to do? Have a success plan in place so the child can go to school. It could be a win-win situation for both the school and the parent and the student.
That sounds like a challenging yet rewarding job. How long have you been working with the district in this role?
Around 9 years.
Wow. So you'll visit a student's house and honk your horn when students repeatedly fail to attend school?
Yes, I do honk my horn. And the reason I honk my horn is I want to see if there's any dogs that might attack me or bite me. I honk, and if there's no dogs, I get down from my vehicle and I go to the door and I knock on the door or ring the doorbell. And I do, in my loud voice, you know, Mrs. Gonzalez or Mrs. Perez, and knock, 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 hello, hello, this is Fort Stockton ISD. And if they're not there, I have a pre-prepared note to leave. And I tape it to the door and I take a picture. Then I follow up with phone calls or emails. And if I make my visit in the morning or in the afternoon, in the evening when I am making my, doing my errands to Walmart and Lowe's, I'll drive by. If I see light, I will stop by and ask, did you get my note? When can you come to school? Is it with the principal or the teachers? Or what's going on? What can I communicate to the schools?
I'm sure you have come across some interesting situations during your time at the job. As attending school is required by state law, so when students miss, are they referred to court?
It all depends on the situation that teachers at have, and that's a principal or administrator's decision. We have an attendance committee on every campus. They meet on the children that have excessive absences. The principal has a set of questions to ask the parents, And the parents are asked to bring notes, and they forgot the notes. And we develop a plan of success, a success plan with the student. Now, what is the parent going to do so the child will come to school, be here in school? And then we provide them with a sheet called a family bank. And the some members are going to help when they have an emergency comes up, the neighbors, and that way it's on the refrigerator and they can quickly call these people, help, I have a flat tire. And we encourage communication. By referring them to court, that's really our last option. We want to try other preventive measures. And I know we do Saturday school to try to make up for the time that they miss, tutorials, but you know, that can never replace actually being in the classroom. And we, like I said, we encourage the parents to communicate. Anytime an emergency is coming up, they have to leave an account, we need to know, because we don't know, hey, they're not coming to school. So we give them tips, and sometimes we refer them to the medical centers that they could get help, asthma clinics. So, but as for truancy court, it's an administrative decision.
Lastly, Ms. Casas, if you could say one thing to students about missing school, what would it be?
Please don't waste this valuable resource. Education is very, very important.
Yes. Thank you for joining us today, ma'am.
My pleasure.
Today's weather in Fort Stockton, sunny with a high of 74 degrees. And as always, remember our 4 school-wide rules. Be on time.
Be respectful.
Be responsible.
And always wear your ID.
And as always, choose kindness. Go Panthers, go Prowlers.